Hello my dear students, this is Akash HD and welcome to the ASD physics classes. You all are responding my videos very well and I am thankful to all of you. So my dear students, today we are going to learn the Newton's first law of motion. Is it? So this law is very important for the NEET and JEE point of view. So my dear students, first we will learn what is the Newton's first law of motion conceptually, then after that we will solve the problem, some 3-4 problems. So my dear students, what is the Newton's first law of motion? Listen very carefully, the definition will appear on your screen also. So my dear students, according to Newton's first law of motion, the object either at rest situation or moving with a uniform velocity unless acted upon by some unbalanced force. Now, definition looking somewhat complex now, but we have to understand the basics. So my dear students, this law is applicable for the two situations. First one, when the object in a permanent rest situation. Second one, when the object is moving with a uniform velocity. In both these situations, this law will be applicable. Okay, so I'll give you the example one by one. Let's take my dear students. First example here. This is the ground and here one block is there. Okay, this block in a which situation? This block in a rest situation. So my dear students, tell me please here, if in this direction I apply force 10 Newton and in this direction also I apply the force how much? I apply the force 10 Newton. Okay, so my dear students, here what will happen that here the resultant force on the object how much here? 0, because this side 10, opposite side 10. So 10 minus 10 how much here? 0 Newton. And one more thing, this weight will be balanced by the normal reaction. Here I am talking about only along the ground here. Is it? So my dear students, as the net force on the object is 0, that means do you think the state of the block will change? No, the state of the block will not change. It will be in a which situation? It will be in a rest situation only, because here which kind of force is there? We can tell the force is the balanced force. Balanced force. Okay. Second thing my dear students, second concept here. Okay. So see here now again I have taken the level ground and here in this situation I have taken one more block here. Okay, let's take mass m. Here also mass m and here also mass m. And now this block is moving with the speed of 10 meter per second in a straight line. Okay, straight line. Now again, if on this block this side 10 Newton force is there and this side also 10 Newton force is there, what you think the net force on the object how much here? In the direction of the motion, 0, 0, 0. Is it? Here also in the vector form we can tell 0 here. So here also, do you think that here the forces are balanced? So do you think the velocity of this block will change? No, the velocity of the block will not change. Okay, so I hope so now you have understood conceptually very well. What I told you, this law is applicable in two situations. First one, when the object in a permanent rest situation. So in a permanent rest situation, if the forces are balanced, this rest situation will not change. Similarly, in the second situation, when the object is moving with a uniform velocity, that means motion in a straight line without changing direction. So that time what will happen that here also you can see the net force is 0. So what will happen here also? This speed or this velocity cannot change. Okay, so I hope so now you have understood very well. So my dear students, after that now we are going to solve some problems here. Okay, so problems now. Problems. Okay. So my dear students, I will just read the question and the question will appear on your screen. Okay, just give me the 1 sec. So see, my dear students, the first question is that if it will appear on your screen also. The question is, a body of mass 2 kg is sliding with a constant velocity of 4 meter per second on a frictionless horizontal table. The force required to keep the body moving with the same velocity. Okay, so my dear students, in the first problem, see here please, first problem here, one block is there. Mass of the block how much? The mass of the block is 2 kg. Okay, it is moving with a velocity of 4 meter per second. Which kind of surface is there? The surface is smooth. Okay, so if we want to move this block with a uniform velocity, do you think any force will be needed? No. Velocity is the uniform, the surface is smooth. So in this situation, according to Newton's first law of motion, the force will not be needed. So if you check the options here, the options are 8 Newton, 0 Newton, 2 into 10 power 4 Newton and half Newton. What do you think? What can be the answer? Yes, you are correct. The answer is how much here? The answer is here, the 0 Newton. Okay, now let's move to the second question here. So my dear students, here in the second question, The second question is there, the ratio of tension T1 and T2 is in the given diagram here. Okay, so let's take here problem 2 and here also, see here please, here this string is there, and this block is there, how much? 2 kg, and again one more string is there, and again this block, how much here? This block is 5 kg. So they are asking the ratio of T1 and T2, how much here? Okay, so let me draw here. Here what you think here? Here the weight of the block will act in which direction? Downward direction, 5g, and here tension T1. So now if we see this block, so this block in a which situation? Rest situation, permanent rest situation. See here please. So forces will be what? The forces will be balanced. So what we can tell here? T1 how much here? T1 should be 5g. Now after that, now let's come to this block. On this block how many forces are there? Yes, here one tension will be there, T2, this tension, T1 away from the point of contact, and the weight of the block 2g. Okay, like this. So my dear students, here also what should be there? The forces should be balanced here. So see, this T2, this 2g, and this T1 should be what? Balanced. So again, so we can tell here again, T2 equal to T1 plus 2g. So T1 how much here? T1 is 5g. So 5g plus 2g how much here? 7g. So hence in the question they ask T1 is to T2. So T1 is to T2 would be how much here? Tell me please here. T1 is to T2. What they are asking here? T1 is to T2. So what can be the answer here? My dear students, options are 7 is to 2, 7 is to 5, 5 is to 2, 2 is to 7. Is it? So T1 is to T2. We can tell here 5 is to 7. But here options they have not given 5 is to 7. Here they have given 7 is to 5. That means they are asking T2 is to T1. Which option is there? The option is the 7 is to 5. Okay. So both these questions are based upon what? Newton's first law of motion. Now, my dear students, we are going to solve the next question. Yes, just give me the time. I will just follow this. So now, just go through the next question. Question number 3 that is appearing on your screen. Just go through it. Yes, you can see this question has asked in a NEET 2013 exam. Okay, so what is the question here? Here please. 3 blocks with masses m, 2m and 3m are connected by the strings as shown in the figure. After an upward force F is applied on block m, the masses move upward at constant speed. What is the net force on the block of mass 2m? So my dear students, in this question you have to understand the keyword. Here the keyword is the constant speed. So as the blocks are moving with a constant speed in a uniform velocity, because straight line, constant speed and straight line. So what is there? The velocity is constant uniform velocity. That means again from the Newton's first law of motion, net force how much here? The net force is 0. That means net force on block m also 0, on block 2m also 0, on block 3m also 0. So in this question what they ask? They ask the net force on the block 2m. That means which option is correct here? Yes, which option is correct? You can comment also. The correct option is the option 4. Okay, so this is our question number 3. Next one, my dear students, question number 4. Let's read the question. Question appearing on your screen. See here. An object is moving on a plane surface. Uniform velocity 10 meter per second in presence of a force 10 Newton. The frictional force between the object and the surface, how much? Okay, so let me draw here. This is the surface here. Now, this is the block is there. Is it? Now, what is happening that here? It is moving with a uniform velocity of 10 meter per second. External force which side? This is the external force. How much? 10 Newton. In the question they are telling that the block is moving with a uniform velocity. Uniform velocity means forces should be balanced. That means one friction will act in this direction. Which friction? Kinetic friction, because the block is moving. This friction value will be how much here? 10 Newton. Now let's check the option here. The options are 1 Newton, minus 10 Newton, plus 10 Newton, 100 Newton. So here which option you have to choose? Plus 10 or minus 10? Yes, have to be very careful for the direction. You can see this direction and this direction is a reverse. That means here the answer will be, you have to consider the direction, because force is which quantity? The force is vector quantity here. So answer will be how much here? Answer will be option 2, minus 10 Newton. Is it? I hope so you all are enjoying the videos, because what we are doing, we are learning the very important concepts. It is going to be very helpful to crack you the exam. Is it? Now, next question. Next question, my dear students. Question number 5. Now, question number 5. Again, I will read the question. See, a block of mass 2 kg rests on a rough inclined plane making an angle of 30 degree with the horizontal. The coefficient of static friction between the block and the plane is how much? 0.7. The frictional force on the block is how much? Okay. So again, let me draw here. This is the inclined plane here. This is the inclined plane. This angle how much here? This angle is 30 degree, and this block is there. This block how much here? Mass is given, m is given 2 kg here. Okay, and this mu value is given how much here? The mu value they have given in a question 0.7. So finally they are asking what? They are asking frictional force on the block. So first what we have to do? First we have to identify whether this block in a rest situation or motion situation. So for that, you know very well, this block is having the tendency to move downward. That means friction force will act in which direction? The friction force will act in which direction? Upward direction. And here I am going to write here the maximum friction. That is called the limiting friction. Limiting friction formula, mu s into normal reaction. Okay. After that, if we talk about the force that will support the motion, so you know very well here, see this side mg will be there. This is mg. So this side component is what? Mg cos theta. This side component is what? Mg sin theta, and normal reaction this side. Okay. So now let's calculate the forces. Now first we have to identify block in a rest situation or the motion situation. Then only we can tell how much frictional force is there. Okay. So let me say here please. Now limiting friction, mu s into normal reaction. If we balance the forces perpendicular to the plane, and how much here? Mg cos theta. Mg cos theta. Okay. So mu s how much given? 0.7. M how much given? 2. G is 10. And cos theta means cos 30. Cos 30 value how much here? Root 3 by 2. So this 2 and this 2 cancel. So 10 into 0.7 how much? 7. So 7 root 3 Newton. Root 3 value how much approximately? 1.732. Let's take 1.7. So we can write here 7 into 1.7. How much will come here? 7 7 ja 49. 9. 4 will go this side. 7 1 ja 7 plus 4 11. 11.9 Newton. This is the limiting friction value. Now let's see this force that is supporting the motion. So F how much here? F is given by mg sin theta. Now let's see here, m how much? 2. G how much here? G in the question not given, so we'll take here 9.8, and sin 30 1 by 2. 2 cancel. 9.8 Newton. So here my dear students, you can see very well, maximum limiting friction how much here? 11.9 Newton. The force that will support the motion, that will make the block down, how much here? 9.8 Newton. You know very well here this F is less than limiting friction. That means the block in a rest situation, the block in a rest situation. So when the block in a rest situation, friction force will be how much here? The friction force will be static. It is a self-adjusting. So it will be given here how much here? Fs equal to F. How much here, my dear students? This is the 9.8 Newton here. This is the question number 5. Is it? We are going very good and you are learning very smartly. Is it? That is the way to crack the exam. Okay. Now, my dear students, let's move to the next one here. Next question will appear on your screen. It will appear on your screen. Kindly go through it and I will rough the board here. Okay? Good. Going very good. This is the way we have to concentrate like this to crack the exam. Is it? We have to learn the concepts. Okay. Now, my dear students, next question. Okay. So next question. Let's take this is I think so question number 6. Is it? Question number 6. So see here please. Next question here. What is the question? A body of mass 2 kg is kept stationary by pressing to a vertical wall by a force of 100 Newton. The coefficient of friction between wall and the body is 0.3. Then the frictional force is equal to how much here? Okay. So now see here. This is the vertical wall and here this block is there. No? Here we are applying one external force here. Okay. So my dear students, this external force how much here? This is the 100 Newton here in the question. Mass of the block how much here? The mass of the block is how much here? 2 kg. Yes. And after that what is given? This mu value how much given? The mu value is given here 0.3. Mu value is given how much here? 0.3. So in the question what they are asking? Frictional force. Now understand this here. My dear students, the weight of the block is downward, mg. So you know very well friction always opposes the relative motion. That means friction will act in which direction? The friction will act in which direction? Upward direction here. Fs, block in a which situation? Rest situation. So my dear students, we know very well as this block in a rest situation, forces should be balanced or unbalanced. Yes, think please. Yes, correct. You are correct. This is which force? Balanced force. So forces should be balanced in a horizontal direction. this normal reaction will come and vertical direction also. Is it? So here this frictional force, static friction will be how much here? mg. This Fs will be balanced by mg. So what will happen here? M how much given here, my dear students? 2. G value, okay, let's take, I will take 10. So here it is coming how much here? Here it is coming 20 Newton. That means for this question answer is what? The answer is 20 Newton, option number 4. Is it? Question number 6. Question number 6. Is it? So my dear students, one more question, last question. Yes. Question number 7. You all are doing very good. Is it? Now let's see the question. See, in the figure, the tension in the string B we have to calculate. Okay, so see here please, the diagram is like this. The diagram is like this here. Okay, and see here please here. Like this it is given now. Like this it is given. Okay, so see here please here. This is 30 degree. This is 45 degree, and here one block is there. This block is given how much here? This block is given 200 Newton. Weight how much given here? This weight is given here 200 Newton. Okay, now this is the last question we'll see now here. Okay, so my dear students, here we have to calculate the tension in this string here. Okay, so I will write here tension is T1, here tension is T2, always away from the point of contact. Now my dear students, here this string in a which situation? Any horizontal situation. So see here please, here this weight how much here? 200 Newton. So here this tension, let's take here T will come how much here? 200 Newton, and here also point of contact is there. So here also how much tension will be there? 200 Newton. Now what we have to do? We have to resolve the forces. Let's resolve the forces so that we can write the equation here. This I have taken one line like this, and this I have taken vertical line is there. Okay, so my dear students, I will just draw the FBD here. Okay, let's take this point is there, this point. You can give any name here, you can give the name N also, N. Okay, so see here please, here these two forces are there. See, this is T1, this angle 45, so this angle also how much here? This angle also 45 here. This angle 30, so this angle also how much here? 30. So T1, so this side how much here? T1 cos 40. This is T2 cos 30. Now horizontal forces. Now after that, here the upward forces will be how much here? This T2 will be how much here? T2 sin 30. T2 sin 30, and due to this T1 what will come here? T1 sin 45. Both these forces in which direction? Upward direction. Weight in which direction? Weight in a downward direction. So let's write the equation now. Okay, so my dear students, first I am going to write the equation in a horizontal direction now, because this point in a which situation? Rest situation. So I will write here, see, T1 cos 45 is equal to T2 cos 30. Now T2 cos 30. We have to calculate the T1. So let's see here please. We have to cos 45 how much? 1 by root 2. Cos 30 how much? Root 3 by 2. So from here T1 will come how much? T1 not, T2. T2 will come how much here? You can see from my dear students, T2 will come how much here now? So T2 will come here, see, T1 into 2 by root 2 into root 3. Okay, so my dear students, if I will simplify this here, it will come here, T2 will come T1 root 2 by 3. This is the T1. Okay, now after that we have to balance the forces. Okay, we have balanced in which direction? We have balanced in a horizontal direction. Now we will balance in which direction? We will balance in a vertical direction here again. So see here my dear students, again. Now see here the vertical direction. So what will come here? It will come here T1 sin 45 plus this one, yes, T2 sin 30 is equal to, weight how much given? Weight how much here? Weight is at 200 Newton here. Okay, so let's write the values here. We have to calculate the T1. This T1 we have to calculate. So T1 sin 45 how much here? 1 by root 2 plus T2. This T2 we are going to replace from here. So what will come here? T1 root 2 by 3 into sin 30 degree 1 by 2 equal to 200. Let's simplify this here. So say here my dear students, T1 is here, this one will come here what? 1 by root 2. Is it? Now when you will simplify this, it will come here 1 by root 6 is equal to 200. Now my dear students, final steps. Yes, we are reaching to the final. 200 by 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 6, and when you will just do the calculation, it will come approximately 179 Newton. So my dear students, you have seen that today in this video what we have done, we have learned the Newton's first law of motion, then we have solved the multiple questions. Okay, so my dear students, now I hope so very well this concept is got very clear to you. Okay, because as I told now, this concept is very important in a competitive exam. Okay, so my dear students, if you want that regularly, I just upload this kind of videos concept with multiple problems. Okay, just like, share and subscribe my video, and I hope so you are enjoying the videos very well. Okay, my dear students, thank you so much.